We get cheap stuff and we treat it like cheap stuff, and then it acts like cheap stuff and breaks down or falls apart, and then we have to buy more cheap stuff. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to become a minimalist. And for me, it kind of happened by happenstance. I've always been someone that likes to keep things simple and not to collect too many things and to have a very clean, calming space and environment. But I've recently decluttered a lot, and the reason being is because I didn't want to be weighed down by my things. I wanted the freedom to be able to move and travel and go places without worrying about all my stuff. Now, for me, a minimalist doesn't mean that you have nothing, or you go without, or you cut down to the very bare minimum. I am also someone that is a firm believer in enjoying life and getting the most out of life and having abundance and feeling abundant and all of that. So it's not something that should be in contrast with my abundance mentality. First, what you want to think about when you're downsizing is to take it by categories. So start with like your wardrobe and your clothes, makeup, household things, all of that. You're going to separate them into different categories and tackle each area one by one so that it's not overwhelming. And even before you even start to tackle these areas, you want to have a vision for what you want your lifestyle to be, what you want your home to look like, what you want your wardrobe to look like. How do you want to feel? What kind of style are you going for? You want something cohesive that's true to you, and it doesn't mean that it has to be black, white, gray, and more gray. You can be a colorful minimalist. You can have color and vibrancy in your home and in your wardrobe and still have a simple life. So once you've decided what your aesthetic is, your vibe, what you want to see in your home and in your wardrobe, then you can begin to cut down on whatever does not fit that vision. Cut down, do one first cut through and then do a second cut through later. Making sure that you're getting rid of anything that doesn't fit, doesn't serve you, doesn't make sense, doesn't fit with the vision, all of that. You're going to cut down. You might end up having to buy a couple things after your purge just to round out your belongings to what really you need and what serves you. But for now, we're just trying to get rid of everything that doesn't. So after that, after you've culled your wardrobe, cut out all that stuff, culled your house and everything, then you kind of want to do an assessment of what you have. So this is what I was alluding to earlier. You want to see what you have and how it fits into the life that you want and the style that you want and how you want things to be. So you might find that there are some holes here and there. You got rid of all of your trousers that don't fit, and now you don't have any trousers to wear at all. So you're gonna have to get a couple of those, but don't go overboard, and make sure you're very intentional with the things that you purchase. That's the other component of minimalism for me, is when you're buying something, it has to make a lot of sense. It has to be something that you really love and that you really need and that you'll really enjoy. Not just purchasing for the sake of purchasing, because that momentary high does not last very long. And you want to make sure that it really fits into your lifestyle. You don't want to just settle and get something random just because it's something you need. You want to make sure that you're getting everything that is really going to be something that you really love. And then the other part of minimalism is taking care of your belongings. So a lot of what happens is we get cheap stuff and we treat it like cheap stuff, and then it acts like cheap stuff and breaks down or falls apart, and then we have to buy more cheap stuff. I'm not saying the answer to that is to spend money you don't have or go overboard and splurge on every single thing in your home. Like, some stuff can be more inexpensive, but some things you might want to consider investing in it a little bit more over time. Just so that there's this value that's missing in modern day society where things last and we take care of our things, and if something tears or rips or breaks down, we mend it instead of just throwing it out and getting a new one. So you want to get things that are good enough quality that they can actually be mended and that you can take care of, and so it'll last you years. So that's the other key with keeping your style and your aesthetic something clean and simple, is so that you're not holding on to things and then they're going out of style soon after. So that's a great place to get started with your minimalist journey. I will be doing some more videos in the series, and if you want to check out some of my other videos like my minimalist makeup and perfume collection, I will have those linked down below. And I also want to hang out with you guys in the comments, so go ahead and meet me there and we'll chat about other stuff that you want to know or share about minimalism. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!